I mean, whatever's going on in Cleveland, man,
It's a curse.
I don't know what's going on out there. They finally won a championship.
Would you play with LeBron?
Nah.
Okay.
You said the West.
Yeah, honestly, I'd go to the Lakers.
Mm.
I mean, it's a young team. I don't want to go to no team like a lot of people. Man, I go to the Warriors. I go to Cavs. You know, I go to Boston. I wouldn't want to go to none of them. I'd rather go to a team like Timberwolves or the Lakers. You know, a young team, real young team with young players that we could build up with. Even the Suns. Like a lot of people are like, man, the Suns suck, but I mean, in a couple of years, they ain't gonna be nothing to play with. So I mean, all these superstars like LeBron about to be done, KD gonna be done, and it's all these kids like Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox, Lonzo Ball. So I mean, Markelle Fultz. So it's like, I'd rather play with a young team. Even Philly, I'd go there. So I mean.
And I wanted to ask you, being humble and having a good head on your shoulders, and knowing that, yeah, I'm talented, but this is the NBA, somebody's going to be better than me, even though as an athlete, you don't ever say no one's better than you. How do you balance, okay, maybe I may not be a franchise player, but I'm going to earn my spot, or I may become one day. How do you keep that in mind while also keeping in your mind, hey, I'm the best in my world, and I'm going to prove it?
It's all about being humble, because, most people be like, I'm the best ever, but they're being arrogant about it. So, I mean, I see it as being humble. Like, you stay humble, you stay in the gym. So that's the only way you're going to get better, staying in the gym and staying humble and just staying prayed up, too. Like, that's my opinion about that. That's how I am now. Like, a lot of stuff, in high school, I wasn't prayed up. Like, I was real arrogant in high school. I used to tell, man, I'm the best in San Bernardino. I'm the best in Cali. Like, I let a lot of stuff get to my head, which, I regret now. But, I mean, it's a learning process. Like, this road was picked for me for a reason. So, I'm glad I'm going through it.
You got a question, Sheezy?
No, so how important do you feel that is to stay humble, especially like as an emerging athlete, and you got so much opportunities coming forward. One little slip of it, it could cost you a lot.
It's really important to stay humble. It's really important because I mean, being arrogant to get you nowhere. So I mean, you being arrogant, everybody gonna look at you wrong, and I mean. Like my coach told me, it's not about like people gonna talk about you regardless. It could be people that don't like you, people that do like you, but what it does matter is like who's talking about you. It's the right people that talk about you. So you want to have that humble attitude, so people know you for being humble. So if they know you for being arrogant, everybody gonna be like, man, he's arrogant. He's an arrogant kid, and nobody wants to be around anybody arrogant. So I mean, that's how that is.
I wanted to piggyback off that question because you said being arrogant doesn't get you nowhere. How do you balance being arrogant and being competitive? For example, like there's people like Damian Lillard who just barely talk and he knows he's good and he's gonna go play and he don't have to tell nobody. Then you have people like Westbrook and Rondo that are gonna be in your face, jawing at you. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna dunk on you. Yeah, I'm gonna do all of that. People love Westbrook, people love Rondo's personality, then people love Damian Lillard, and people have the most humble, in my opinion, superstar Derrick Rose. These two personalities are totally different. But people love both, people hate both regardless. So how do you balance? Because you see that you can be cocky. You can be a Rondo or Westbrook, or you can be humble. So what made you choose the humble side?
I would even say, I'm fully to like, I'll put it this way. Off the court, I'm humble. Like, I'm really humble. Like, you'll come up to me like, bro, are you the best on your team? And I'll be like, man, everybody on the team good. But when it comes to on the court, like, a lot of people, they confuse trash talking with being arrogant. So that's why I go with that. I feel like I'm a trash talker too. So I mean, on the court, I'm gonna tell you suck, like all that stuff. But I mean, some people confuse that for being arrogant, and it's not. It's just sitting there trash talking. That's all that is.
Yeah, because I'm the serious trash talker, but I don't mean none of it. When we finish,
yeah, I mean,
I'll be hugging everybody.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a game. That's what I'm saying. If people take it to heart, I mean, this sport not for them.
Yeah, you can't.
It's not for them at all.
You can't be soft playing sports. Because that's where the most alpha males is at, bro. We over here battling, going to war.
Because once they see that little, because I know that's how I am. If I'm playing against you and you guarding me, and I see that one little inch of sadness in your little face or that little letdown, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm going to just exploit it.
Yeah, I'm going to just dog you from there. And then you really going to hear me. So, I mean.
Yeah, it's blood and water.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I understand that. So, is there any sports you play besides basketball? You run track or anything? Because a lot of basketball players play multiple sports to help with the explosiveness and things of that nature.
I played football my freshman and sophomore year at Cajon. My freshman year.
You went to Cajon?
Yeah, I went to Cajon.
Oh, so you're local, right?
I played my freshman year. I seen a good friend of mine get hit real hard, knock his teeth out and some other stuff.
Done.
And then I quit. I didn't like that. I didn't like that
for me. I was skinny.
I was like, man, let me go back in the gym, bro. Let me stop playing. And then my one of the star players on the team, on the varsity team, my sophomore year, called me in, was like, man, come play receiver for us. So I went in for a little bit. I didn't really like their head coach batting. So, I just went back to the gym again. And I was like, I'd never be back out here again.
Yeah, he was like,
So,
nah,
yeah.
none of that. How tall were you back then? When did your growth spurt occur? Because I never had one.
Probably around my junior year. Because around my freshman, sophomore year, I was like 6'1". 6'1", 6'2",
Still tall.
I
I figured the hubby for to say I was 5'8",
Yeah,
then
I
I
was
shot up. The hubby was
like,
a bit tall.
Yeah, I was like 6'1", 6'1" my freshman, sophomore year around that time. And in the summer of my sophomore year going into my junior year, I kind of like sprouted up and hit like 6'3", 6'4". And
How'd
now,
you do that? What'd you do? I need the secret.
Nothing. Sleep. I drink a lot of milk too.
I hate milk.
See, that's your problem.
I
right?
hate. I will never
Wait,
drink
regular
milk.
or like,
Yeah, the regular milk.
that's
I
not-
refuse to drink milk. I didn't
drink
sleep.
milk.
I ain't drink milk, and I didn't
Yeah,
stretch.
but as an athlete though, you gonna drink a lot. Like you gonna get sleep because you gonna be tired. So I mean,
I'll just. Can I tell you what I did? What messed me up, bro? I'll be tired, and then I'll just get home, I'll shower, and I'll just watch TV. And then by that time, you relax, so you're not really sleeping no more. You just chilling. Then you just up for the rest of the night. I
See,
should have just took my naps.
I take a lot of naps. I still take naps now. I mean,
I be
my
trying to
days,
nap now.
my days are real
It's
long.
not over
so.
for me. It's not over. I refuse
My
to
days
give
are long,
up
so-
on the play. Never give up on the play.
To 25, man. You still got to
For me.
25.
So my days are long now, so I gotta take a lot of naps. A lot of stuff.
So what's like a routine day for you?
A routine day.
Like season, like while you're playing.
So while I'm playing, I like to be, fresh and like I like to be fresh for games. Like I don't like having bad games, like bad shooting games. So what I do,
You got rituals.
yeah, I do. Like in the morning, I get up, I go for like a little jog, like behind the house by Cal State. I go behind the mountain. I'll take a jog. I'll be to class and I'll be around like 6, and I'll be done with
Man.
that around like 7:30.
I go to sleep at that time. That's
Yeah.
just.
I take a shower real quick. I'll be to school by 8:30. Have 2 classes, so I'll go to my first class. It'd be like from 8:30 to probably like 9:45 around there, and then from like 10 to 11:30 or so. And after that, I'll go get a quick bite to eat. Go to study hall, and right after study hall, I'll go have a quick workout with my coach, my assistant coach Ross. And after that, I jump right into practice. After practice, I go to study hall again. At nighttime, I will go back to the gym, and I have reps where it's just shooting, a lot of shooting and a lot of dribbling, and then that's it.
Mhm.
And then that'd be it for my day.
Yeah, can you tell us how tough it is to be a student athlete? Because like you said, you sell in the classroom, and people be having these commotions like they should get paid, they shouldn't get paid.
Man,
They
you guys
wanted
should
to
get
do
paid
this.
off top.
Yeah, they signed up for this, but they gotta understand you gotta go and travel and take finals or take finals in advance so you can play the games. Like that's me studying ahead of time on content I may not even know yet because the teacher didn't teach it, stuff like that. So can you give us a brief little understanding of how you feel about
Since I'm not even at the Division I level yet, and that's real tough with school too. But since I'm at the JUCO level now, it's still hard because we have 6-hour practices a day, so still having to stay up. The average person, they probably think their life is hard where they go to class and then go to work for a couple hours and then go home. Well, with us, we're beating up our body for 6 hours and then still got to go home and do that studying that you had to do and then wake up the same time you do.
and may go to work, right?
Yeah. And then, because I know I worked at Pizza Hut, so I will go from class to practice to work and then back to the gym again. And then you have to do it all over again.
Wait, and that's at the junior college?
Yeah, right now.
Man,
So
how
it's
do you do that? Like, knowing, you know what I mean? Knowing you got all that ahead of you. Yeah.
I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up,
Man.
bro.
Because, I have, me personally, I have goals. So, like, on my ceiling, so when I wake up in the morning, I see these. It's like, I have goals and, certain stuff I know I want to achieve in life. So, I know I want to go to the league. I know I want to go D1. So, so to do that, nobody's going to, in the future, nobody's going to pay my bills. Nobody's going to take care of me. So, right now, I just wanted to know what it felt like to work. So, it make me not want to work ever again. So,
Right.
that's my thing. So, getting up, going to Pizza Hut, not getting home until 3 a.m., 4 a.m. some days. And then going to 24-hour fitness, getting in the gym or so. Or going to the gym in Redlands that I go to called Arrowhead Christian Academy. And going there for an hour or two. And then going home, trying to get an hour, maybe 2 hours of sleep. And then get up and go to class and do it all over again. It's hard, but you just got to see the bigger picture though. So
you fight, so you don't have to fight, basically.
exactly. And then I mean that's not the only reason why too. I mean my mom does a lot for me. Like she pays for all these camps, like me going to all these big camps. They cost money. All the shoes I wear, like I buy my own shoes now because I work, but at the same time, all those years before, she was buying my shoes. Those $200 shoes. She's paying for my trips to Vegas, paying for my trips to go to Oregon, Arizona. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, she got to feed me, dress me, send me to school, take me to school. So I mean, it was a lot. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I'm really doing it for. Is her. So like really make sure like she's happy in the future.
Playing sports and growing up in San Bernardino, and you know hanging out, being yourself. What trials and tribulations came about that? How do you stay out of trouble? How do you mingle with good people and know who to come around? Because me, I consider you a friend, but I don't know you as long as Dan know you, and then there's people that I know longer than you that I'm not as close with. So how do you balance that, especially when you have, you know, goals and aspirations? Because me, I see you go to the league. I just want you to answer a text when I say, hey, you suck. You feel me? You ain't got to fly me nowhere. Like, you did this on you. You feel me? But then there's other people that's going to be like, hey, man, remember when I gave you $20? When, you feel me? So how do you balance these type of things, staying out of trouble and friends and all that?
Well, I mean, as y'all know, like, it's San Bernardino. It's not the best city ever. So growing up as a kid, you know, I did get in a little bit of trouble. Not like trouble, like police trouble, but, like, I wasn't, like, you know, get in trouble at school a little bit, you know, get yelled at or whatever, detention. But, I mean, after a while, you're going to learn. You got to separate yourself. Like, you got to see who's with you and who not. Like I see, like, you know, we talk time to time, too. You know, Daniel, CJ, like, you know, my boys, like, people that I'm, like, really close with. And, I mean, they only want nothing but the best for me. So, I mean, that's the type of people I, like, surround myself with. If I feel like you have a negative vibe, like if you're always, like, oh, bro, you're not going D1 or you're not even that good or blah, 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 it's like, I don't want to be around you because you're negative. So, I mean, that's not that hard when it comes to that. It's just being yourself too. Like don't act like nobody you not.
Yeah.
Like trying to go out being bougie. Like if I do make it to the league and then like I see you and I act like I know you. Like that's not even my personality. I mean, it's like why change? Like for what? Being myself got me there, so I'm gonna just stay true to myself. So yeah.
Yeah. You got any questions, Cheesy?
No, I'm good for right now.
Yeah. So one of my things, the reason I asked that question because one of my favorite rappers, Montana, he said, I don't even want people around me that I can't even trust to leave in my house. If I was to put a $20 bills on the floor, on the counter, and walk away, I shouldn't have to question, like, did he take $1, or did he take $5, or did he take the whole thing? I should know, like, hey, if you need that 20, he will ask me. Or he won't take it and then be like, oh, bro, I don't know where it went. You the only person in my house. So how did you not take it? You feel me? So if you that type of person not to question you, I shouldn't even have you around me because he's supposed to be my brother because I don't want people around me that are my brother. So that's why I asked you that question. Because you're going to have big bills coming in. If you're a franchise player, first draft, you get me? So I could be like, Kev, let me hold a 5 instead of just stealing the 5 from you because you got $5 million. You get me? It's principle.
Yeah.
You get me? So,
I mean, it come with that too because, I mean, I'm not selfish. I mean, like, I plan on coming back, giving back to San Bernardino, the community. I mean, this is where I grew up from. You know, parents, you know, my grandma, my dad. I mean, like, those people that helped me get to where I'm at. So, of course, I'm going to bless them. But, I mean, I'm not selfish. Like, like, at the same time, though, like, I'm not the type of person you got to lie to. Or, like, I'm real cool. Like, I'm not hard to talk to at all. Like, you come talk to me whenever. Like, I'm, like, the coolest dude you'll ever meet. Like, I'm Kev.
Uncle Kev.
Yeah, I mean, it's how it is. I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, anybody would need to do that. Like, at the end of the day, like, before I eat, I make sure you eat. If I'm gonna eat, you gonna eat. That's how all my friends are. That's how Daniel is. Like, if you don't got no money, we going out to eat, I got you. Like, it's just how I am. I'll never be like, I'm gonna just sit here and eat in your face. Like, nah, that's not how I'm brought up. So, I mean.
Yeah, that's the wolf in you. You make up any questions? Are you good?
No, but all right. Well, just piggybacking off of that, did you ever see like people switch up as the farther you progress in your career? Or was it something that you seen early on, or?
It came a lot with like in high school. You know, I felt like I was. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm above average, but I was kind of like the average, a little bit above average in high school. But as you know, I progressed and got better. You know, started getting recruited more. A lot of people that were like getting recruited more than me in high school are not getting recruited that much now, or we have the same looks, or I have better looks than they have now. I mean, they kind of hate on it. So I mean, I separate myself. I just won't talk to you anymore.
But it's like I wasn't hating on you when you was doing better than me. So why you hating on me?
Yeah. So I mean, at the same time, like I see you getting all your offers. I'm like, bro, like, man, keep doing your thing. Like, keep working. And like I was there positive for you, but then once like, flip around, you want to be negative. So it's like, I see the type of person you are. So, I mean, I've seen that a lot. Even with coaches. I mean, coaches were like that too. Coaches look around, they be like, oh yeah, you're good, Kevin. Like trying to send me to a D2, and then come around, I start getting Division Ones. They want to switch up, like, oh, Kev this, Kev that.
Yeah,
come
you should come from our school.
Yeah, come from our team. You come talk to our kids, and it's like.
Yeah.
When I was playing for you, I mean, y'all was talking bad about me, like, yeah, you couldn't go D1, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. So it's like,
how do you even tell somebody that though?
I mean,
I couldn't
Believe it or not,
I'll tell you personally. I'll be like, keep working.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a rapper and you suck, I'm like, keep writing.
Mm-hmm.
Or like.
But there's a lot of people in life, I'm not gonna say any names, but it's like a lot of people that they don't really believe that I could even make it to Division 1. And it's like that sits in my head every day. Like I hear that replay in my head every day. It's like it's not just one person. It's like a handful of people. Like I heard it. Like bro, you would never go D1, or Kev, you're not good enough. You're too little. You don't shoot well enough. And I mean, and all it is just a grind. Like every time I go to the gym, that's all I hear. I mean, and then I see it. Like, man, I want to have that LA jersey on with my name on the back. I want to get to this school, that school with my name on the back. So I mean, yeah.
What school?
I can't even tell you
Yeah, that was cool. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, I can't even tell you that yet.
One more question before we conclude, unless you have more.
But hey, all right. So the school you're going to, is that the one you wanted to? Can you just give us that?
I
don't can't answer that question. That's
no,
like
don't give a name. It's just like, was it something that you wanted to end? Like you knew you wanted to be there, or was it just a good offer and you took it up?
I mean, right now I haven't signed anywhere yet. I don't sign until March. So right now, of course, I'm gonna have options.
How many offers? How many schools?
A few. We ain't trying to get him in trouble, man. There's ACAA rules, man.
You can't say a number of schools.
Nah,
you can't.
Just say.
You got so speak on the politics of that, because I don't really know much. I'm a football player, he's the basketball guy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, football, it's the same thing for football too.
Yeah. I just don't really speak on it. Like it's not even all that. I really don't speak on it because there's a lot of negative people out there that talk bad about stuff. So
the homie can say I got 20 offers. You should have 45. You get me? Like
I don't want to jinx it. Now it's like words are powerful too. Yeah. So what I'm saying, I don't want nobody talking bad about like what I have. Talk negative about it. So I keep it to myself. Like if you're a real close friend of me, you're who I got or who I'm like really thinking strong about right now. So I mean they're incoming too. It's not like I just had these set of schools. Like every camp I go to and every event I play in, it's like I'm getting more and more schools. So I mean they're coming.
Yeah. My question will be, how do you separate outgrowing your friends or people acquaintances versus switching up like cheesy ass? Because sometimes you love that person, they're cool, but you're like, bro, you keep getting in trouble. I can't get in trouble anymore. I'm signed. I'm about to go D1. I grew up with you. I love you, but I can't get in trouble no more. You feel me? So I can't go around you because you always get in trouble. But you don't want to look like you not their friend or you disloyal or you switching up. Well, but you outgrow people.
Yeah, with that, I mean,
that's tough, huh? I know.
It's like at the same time, like in my opinion, like if I had that friend. Like, say I do have that friend, he gets in trouble here and there, like, always getting in trouble for this and that. Like, it could be little stuff or big stuff, but at the same time, and once I get to that point in life, I'd have to sit down and have a talk with him. It's like, all right, it's either you going to come along and, like, ride this positive path with me, or you going to keep doing what you're doing and I'm going to have to leave you alone. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not being fake. It's like, it's being real. It's like my life is like I'm living a certain life, and I can't hang with you if you're going to keep living your life. Like, it's either you're going to become positive or you're going to stay negative. And that's just how that goes.
Yeah, because that stemmed from, because, I outgrow some of my friends. And then, like, for example, LeBron James' friend, he had to give him a bag, like, here's $12 million, but this is the last I'm going to talk to you. Because you
$12 million?
He said, look, I love you, my brother. Here's $12 million, but you can't come around because LeBron got, outside of being a player, he got businesses and stuff like that. So if you over here doing crazy stuff, misrepresenting the brand, now people ain't going to go talk to LeBron about something and business going to boom. So he's like, look, bro, $12
but I feel
million.
like if he was a real friend, they'd be like glad to hear you doing good. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. But that one can't, because it's like rapping. Like, people can rap and go to the studio, but when you outside of the studio, you could be doing anything.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be at home, Karen playing himself on 2K, and I could be out here kidnapping midgets, and then they gonna be like, "Why your homie kidnapping midgets, ruining the?" And then you're like,
stuff too. It's an image. It's an image thing. You want to be set like marketing. As like a professional, like, cause that's your job. I mean, you're a professional basketball player, so you have a certain image you got to withhold. So I mean, if like, and you gotta think about it, there's a lot of little kids that watch the NBA too. Like I mean, there's a lot of grown people. There's a lot of little kids. So yeah, so
Kobe.
You see a little kid, they see you on the news, like, or a lot of kids are on Twitter. You know, everything's on Twitter. So if I get on Twitter and I see, oh, LeBron, you know, talking positive on the media, like now, like I'm talking positive on the media, and then behind the scenes you see me doing like gang activities, or you see me hanging with the wrong people, getting in trouble, you know, DUIs and stuff like that. I mean, that's not like a image you want to have for a little kid, because then they gonna think like, ooh, I can grow up, man. I could be just like that. I could do that and get away with it. Pay a little fine and get away with it. You don't want that.
Pay a little fine. Matt Barnes had to jump team to team. He's not even the most talented person in the NBA, and yet he also get in trouble. So when you're not that good and you get in trouble, nobody wants to pick you up.
Exactly. And nobody wants to be. They don't want to deal with that. Like, because for one, they don't want to feel like they dealing with little kids.
So
John Wall was crazy.
How do you move knowing that someone could just pull like snap video from back in the day, or just someone could just pull a quick one on you?
I'm like, homie, I was 14.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, nobody's perfect. So I mean, I don't feel like I've done anything in my life where you could just pull it up and I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm embarrassed. Like, I don't think there's anything like that. Like that I've done in my life where I could be like, I'm embarrassed about it. If I did it, I did it. Like, and I probably still talk about it like to this day probably.
I put the ice cream on my nipples.
Man, I threw that ice cream on me, bro. Laughing too. I thought it was funny. I mean, it's like
off top.
Either way, I mean, there's nothing like you can go pull up something me like and then be like, look at Kev. Like, I probably, if it's something like that, I'm sit there and laugh. Like, shit, I probably did it. But if it's like there's nothing I've done in my life that I know that's been recorded or even period, like just done behind the scenes, just be like, that way, if it got to the media, like, I'd be embarrassed about, because it's like, there's nothing like that.
You're just not that type of person.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person. I wouldn't be worried about it.
Any other questions, Cheesy?
I'm good for right now.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good too, man. You have anything that you want to talk about that you failed to mention, that we failed to mention, excuse me?
Man, so there's a hometown hero right here then, huh?
Yeah, just trying to be.
That's what's up.
I'm sure that, I don't know if it's anybody ever came from San Bernardino. I got to do my research, but I mean, I'm just trying to be, you know, be a positive. There's a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, they have a lot of dreams. They're from San Bernardino. I talk to a lot of kids, you know, I want to go to the NFL, I want to go to the NBA, I mean, and you know.
You tell them to sleep and drink milk and don't be like Saf.
I just be telling them, man, keep your heads in the books, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. And
but it's San Bernardino, man, you know, people get caught up in the wrong things out here quick.
I mean, that's one thing. San Bernardino ain't the best city, but I mean, at the same time, like, a lot of people, they look at the negatives in San Bernardino, but I mean, you gotta look at the positive too. Like, we not, you know, like spoon-fed. Like, not everybody around here driving Benzes, Camaros, and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not driving that stuff right now either. But I mean, at the same time, you see, man, that's what I want. This is my favorite car. This is what I want to drive. This kind of house I want to live. This kind of family I want to have. So I mean, you live in this right now. You don't want your kids to have this right here. So I mean, you gotta work hard until they don't gotta work. Like
I've been saying that too, man. People, you know, out here at school, everyone talks down on San. Like all the people that aren't from out here, they're like San Bernardino. But if you're from here, you like it, man. I love San Bernardino.
It's not that bad.
I love San Bernardino.
They make it seem like it's just like the worst place in the world, but it's not that bad.
This is my thing though. Like San Bernardino, you go Long Beach, anywhere you go, you'll experience the same problems. Whether it's gang activity, you know, someone getting kidnapped. It's everywhere. So it's like, how can you really depict which city's worse than what? Yeah, some cities gonna have more because of poverty rate and something like things like that. But I can go to Marietta and I can see some weird junk. You know, so. I mean, I'm not gonna say Marietta is trash.
This area too. I mean, you're actually on the nice side and the rich side of San Bernardino. You're on the north end. So I mean, it doesn't get better than this. I mean, like,
stop complaining.
That's because a lot of people say this is bad. I mean, if you go to the west side or to the east side, then you're gonna see bad. Then you're gonna get scared a little bit. But you ain't never been over there.
West side,
exactly. A lot of people like they ain't been downtown. As far as they've been downtown, it's probably to the courthouse or to the movies.
I got lost.
Well, we get lost out there. Like a lot of people don't know about Succumby Lake. Like
we gotta tell this story.
Oh yeah.
We got lost.
Where?
We got off on the wrong freeway. We got lost. We was in downtown. I don't know where we was at, bro. I was using Siri. She don't got me killed. I'm driving. The homie was smoking something. Excuse my language. He was smoking something. He just walked.
Cigarette.
He was smoking a cigarette. Something. He just walked across traffic. Didn't care. Both sides.
Yeah, they do that.
Yellow lights coming. Didn't care.
You just seen a random person.
He just walked across.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I almost hit that man, and he stopped and said, in front of my whip. I was look, bro. You know I'm a little temper headed. I was scared. I'm like, the nasty of the man to just stop in front of my core after walking through traffic and go, wiggle. I'm like, look, whatever he knows how to do, I'm not.
That's how
I'm
it is,
not.
bro. You go
Yeah.
down to the carousel mall over there.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
not
San
happy.
Bernardino's getting better though. I mean, like even with my
Yeah.
school, like I mean, you go walk on campus, you're like, all right, it's a real nice campus. We got brand new facility, a brand new gym, weight room, fitness center. I mean, San Bernardino's getting. I mean, look at Cal State. So, I mean,
over there by the swap meet.
yeah, it's like right down the street from it. Yeah, it's like right over there. It's nice. I mean, it's like not in a really bad area. It's a good school. I mean, like I went to Valley is because you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
that was
take
a
care
good
of
question.
grades in high school. That was my part. I didn't take care of grades, and then my thing is too. I could have went to Cal Poly Pomona out of high school, but Division II is just not what I seen myself at. Like I just didn't feel right. So, I had to talk with my coach Quincy Brewer, and he brought me out. I mean, and ever since then, like he's been helping me get to where I'm at, like maturing, like off the court, on the court. I mean, going through little problems. So I mean, he's been like a father figure to me off the court. Him and Coach Ross there. So I mean, it's been a blessing to be there right now.
Cool, man. Yeah. Anything else?
No, man, I'm good.
I'm
San
down,
Bernardino's cool. Stop hanging out San Bernardino.
San Bernardino's cool, man.
We're on the north side too. That's where everyone retires at. There's a bunch of old people up there.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm not from here, but want to thank Kev for coming on the show. This is the Sav and Cheesy Show. I'm Sav,
Cheesy.
and this is Kev.
Thank
Kevin.
Thank you
Last
for having
name?
me. Yeah, I'm Kevin McNeal. Thank you guys for having me.
One day we're
Hey,
gonna
thanks
see
for
him.
coming, man. Yeah.
We're gonna see
Sorry.
him D1 in a couple years. We're gonna see him in NBA a few years after that. And then he gonna look back at this video and be like, "That man was a nut." Thank you for listening, guys. Have a good day. You're on Kai Radio, local bands 24/7.